One of the hardest things you will have to deal with in your lifetime is watching a loved one get old. The aging process, watching a loved one get older, is very, very hard. 2 times in my life that I've experienced it and felt pain in watching the process. The first was with my dog. I had my dog for 10 years, and the last 2 years of my dog's life, watching her back legs give out on her, watching her struggle to walk, watching her tumors grow on her body, watching the life begin to deteriorate off her physical being, it ripped my heart apart. Because as my dog got older, I knew what was coming, death. In addition to knowing what's coming, is seeing the suffering while you wait and not being able to do anything. The second time is, I'm experiencing, my mom is still with me, thank God, but watching her get older is harder. My mom has diabetes, she gets pains in her legs, she has trouble walking, and, there's just different challenges. And, having conversations with her, and she was like, well, I'm getting older, and, things are harder, and then you reminisce on younger times, and then it almost makes you sad because you realize you will never get those times back again. That being said, I realized how blessed I am because I know many people who lost their parents younger, or like my relationship with my father, many people I know don't have good relationships with their parents. But watching my mom get old, watching her physical body deteriorate, and having conversations with her, and I know she's aware of it, and talking about death and that whole process. You have to be mature, so you have to deal with certain things, but you have to acknowledge, and this video is to acknowledge and to share with you as I pass on to you whatever I experience, is that watching someone get older will be the hardest thing you will have to deal with. One of the hardest things you will have to deal with in life. You're going to need God's grace because it's going to tear your soul apart. Watching, like I said, the last 2 years, watching my dog, knowing she was going to die, watching her legs give out on her and going through all that and seeing her suffer, and you can't do anything. What can you do? None of us, no matter how in touch we are, no matter how in touch we are spiritually, no matter how smart we are, no matter how rich we are, none of us can stop the aging process. And if we're having an honest conversation, the aging process is a horrible thing to watch. It is, in my opinion. I remember, growing, I grew up with all women. I remember one time, I was young watching the Lifetime channel. The women like the Lifetime channel. I love the women. But I'm watching the Lifetime channel. And it was this older lady who was living by herself. She didn't really have any, her kids or whatever didn't take care of her. And she had a caretaker come to the house. So the whole movie was based on this older lady and her caretaker. Her caretaker was going through, she was in her 40s or whatever. Her caretaker was going through a divorce, and she was like volunteer her time to take care of this older lady. And then there was a certain point in their relationship where they got in a fight. And the older lady said to the young caretaker, the middle-aged caretaker, why are you even here? Are you just here to see what eventually we all have to face? Are you just here to see how it is to get old? Getting old is not easy. All of us, no matter how well we take care of ourselves, our physical body decays. And even mentally, you forget things more, and, you want to be sharp mentally, but you're just not. So I don't have a magical answer for you, but that's how you know I love you, because I'm not trying to give you a bunch of hocus pocus. I'm trying to, one, acknowledge this. If you ever went through it, I feel your pain and I'm with you. God's grace be with you. If you go through it, I want you to be prepared, not to be sad, not to be in fear, but to just be mindful that it's hard. And laugh when you can laugh with that person. And if they've passed and you didn't get a chance to say your piece, you have to let it go. I know it's hard. It could tear your soul apart. I hear you. Make the most of the time you can. Try not to dwell on what's to come, because all of us in this world face that fate. Laugh, let go, spend quality time when you can. And if someone passed away before you got to really be at peace with it, let it go. God bless you. You know what I mean? because it's only by the grace of God, any of us. That's what I want to share with you. Stay inspired.